Welcome back to another awesome video.
Today we're looking at the Teac R-555 again.
But we have two.
Why do we have two? The one on the top here is doing some things it shouldn't be able to do. What's this? A real-time counter, advanced music search features. As it turns out, we've actually been able to add some new features to this 37-year-old cassette deck. We just added a little external control box, and then we can do all sorts of new things.
It's like modifying a Nerf gun.
How do we do this and why? That's what this video is all about.
It's very exciting.
In our previous video, we explored the Teac R-555 deck in detail, including its signature feature, real-time auto reverse. However, at the end of that video, you might recall after troubleshooting and fixing numerous electronic components, the deck failed again. So when another broken one appeared on eBay at a reasonable price, I decided to get it in the hopes that I could use it to troubleshoot the first deck. As it turns out, the only real problem with the new deck was the belt, which was an easy fix. The second time around, I even managed to do it without disconnecting as many wires, and I tried a new technique using a flat toothpick in order to remove the old belt residue a lot more easily.
I think we've done that method before on the Fisher tape decks.
We did with the toothpick? Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know. So after about a half hour's work, I had a second working Teac R-555 cassette deck. Then it was just a matter of comparing voltages and tracing circuits on the good deck only to determine that the part I had originally replaced, the power transistor in the first deck, had gone bad again. Not sure why that happened, but at the end of all this, I had two working 555 cassette decks, one of which I really don't trust electronically, so decided to have a little fun with it. As I mentioned earlier, this was the entry-level model in the 1984 Teac R series. The next model up was the R-666X, which mainly featured DBX, but it also had some additional tape transport functions. Could these functions be locked away inside the 555? As a matter of fact, yes, they are.
And so Dad figured out a way how to connect them.
Yeah, the DBX circuits were not present in the 555, but these switches and an LED clearly marked for the 666, and therefore we can add all the computer logic type control functions missing. Just to prove this, before I added the control box, I used a screwdriver to short the back of it, and I was able to switch it from, this one on the left here is for counter mode, so it went from a numeric counter to a time counter. We're going to demo all these functions next.
It's just a clock.
Yeah. The new counter mode switch allows me to alternate between a numeric and a time-based counter, and these two counters can be cleared independently of one another. Cool new feature. My upgrade also greatly enhanced music search. There's something called CPS or Computronic program search. It was restricted to just one song forward direction only, but now I can punch the button repeatedly and skip up to 15 songs in a row in either the forwards or the backwards direction. So don't know why they didn't include this on the base model, but it's a lot cooler now. And the final feature we've added, which comes with an LED and a button, is memory start. There's a memory start button. As you can see, the deck already has a memory stop button. And let's look at the old deck. That does what memory stop does on other decks and even VCRs, which is when it rewinds to 0, it just stops rewinding. So similarly, the memory start button does the same thing. It'll start playing when you rewind to 0. However, if you press the button after you've started playing the tape, you can initiate block repeat, and that means it will repeat a section of the song over and over and over again. So the indicator of the light's pretty bright there in the picture, but let's see a demo of that. Well, that's about it. We've added some new features, and it proves that you can teach an old tape deck new tricks. So hope you enjoyed this video, and who knows what other features are lurking inside electronics products you might already own. If you have any experience with this type of upgrade, leave a comment. Thanks again for watching.
See you next time for another awesome video. Hit that subscribe button, hit that bell button, and hit the like button.